Hey everyone, Matt here, CMO. I'm roughly 3 weeks into the job and I just wanted to share a few updates with you all since my last update at the start of the month. So in that video I posted a couple of weeks ago, I outlined 4 key areas that we're going to focus on. So we got stabilizing the ICE token, delivering an outstanding gameplay experience, generally just increasing communication and transparency with you all here, and removing friction from the onboarding experience. And here's just a bit of an overview of some of the things so far that we've been doing to tackle each of these. So I'll start with stabilizing ICE. You may have seen yesterday, Miles shared out a quick update. We burned 1 million ICE. We used our Polygon validator profits as per the governance proposal that passed back in April, I believe. We'll continue to use these profits to burn ICE on a weekly basis. So we're going to be supporting and pushing that revenue directly into supporting ICE. We also shared a new governance proposal that this came out yesterday. I would recommend all of you to check it out. Please vote, where we're proposing that we actually use all of the revenue that we're creating from our secondary sales of wearables to burn ICE. So all of that will go into burning ICE and supporting upward momentum on the ICE token price until we launch sit and go tournaments, which we think are going to be a huge ICE sink for the whole ecosystem. I just signed our first ad partnership. I shared this in the community in a few of the different channels, but where we're going to open up our ad inventory to advertisers starting in June. I'm going to have an update next week with more details around how all this will work, who some of the brands are. But the TLDR, the most important thing is that this revenue is going to come in the form of ICE. And again, it's just another place where we're going to be improving our burn to earn. On the note of sit and go, we've shifted the large majority of all of our dev resources into shipping out a really great sit and go tournaments product. It is obviously pretty complicated and we're building this inside Decentraland. So we're still a few weeks out, but we are going to have a timeline shared, like a very clear timeline for when this is going to be launched, rolled out, and the different things that are going into it this week. And before you say it, no, it will not just say soon. I promise we are going to be much more specific. Last thing on this front is the native ICE marketplace. It's in its early stages of development. It's likely going to come after sit and go. Our hope is that we can launch this with the mobile product, but it's definitely, if we had a list here, we've got sit and go, mobile, and then the ICE marketplace, just to give you all an insight into that. So we're going to have a lot more to share on how we're supporting ICE, and while obviously the wider market conditions aren't helping, it's not helping any project in this space. This is our number one priority and we're taking continued action to support this. So that to one side. Next area of focus was delivering an outstanding gameplay experience. Here's a few things that we've been doing. None of this is an exhaustive list, but hopefully just brings you some additional updates. So we shipped some pretty big updates on the daily challenges. I really like this. We've adjusted the hard challenge to be skill-based versus just luck. We're going to be listening to your feedback and we're monitoring how this is all playing out in gameplay, but I hope this is going to really improve gameplay and promote good poker play. As I mentioned, sit and go is going to be a huge ICE sink, but it's also going to just be a really fun, enjoyable gameplay mode that we really hope you're all going to love. You can take a sneak peek at that by taking a look at Leo's video that he shared an update the end of last week, I think it was, in the announcements channel or dev update. So go and have a little look at some of the designs and what we're planning there. Of course, we always welcome your feedback. Alpha testing phase 1 for the mobile product. It's going live next week. We're getting together some short videos to show you some gameplay, just so you can see where it's at in its current stage. So look out for that on Twitter. We'll probably share on Discord as well. But we're also still finalizing the branding of what we're going to name that product. I may reach out to the community and we can all just get some feedback on some of our early ideas there. No idea, bad idea on that front. So I'll share more on that front. And then finally, guild leaderboards and leagues, they're actually going through QA testing right now. So we can just add, again, more fun, challenging gameplay experiences for guild owners. That's certainly been lower priority than sit and go, but actually we've been able to make good progress on that front. All right. Now we have a focus on increasing transparency and communication with all of you here in the community. I know it's been a big point of frustration. We hear you, we heard you loud and clear, and we hope that you've started to see a big change in both the frequency and the depth of updates that we've been sharing as a team. Definitely still more work that we need to do on that front, but here's just some of the things we've been doing so far. So we've increased the cadence of updates, and we're going to have more video updates. Seems like many of you found these useful, so we're going to keep doing it. I've personally been trying to chat in Discord, jump on calls with many of you here, and I actually just want to say thank you for all of the feedback, both positive, constructive, and everything in between, and all of the ideas that you've shared with me so far. It's been really, really valuable and useful, so I would encourage that more. We've got the roundtable discussion. It's happening on Thursday via Twitter Spaces. Please hop in and join. And probably most important, this is probably top of the list of all of these things when it comes to communication. I'm working with Leo and the rest of the team on a high-level product roadmap that we will share publicly. It's going to be high-level, but it will show the different phases of growth that we're going to put together for how we evolve the DG ecosystem, the Ice Poker product moving forward, so that we can all have very clear visibility on this and everyone can be armed to have some discussions around it. And then on top of this, we've added a few more team members just to focus on improving communication with the community, as well as managing and growing our social media presence. And then last but not least, there's new user onboarding, working on building out, and we're nearly ready to launch some of these, a whole host of educational videos that are going to just help onboard new users into the DG ecosystem. Scoping a partnership, had a call with the team at Decentraland last week where we're going to co-produce some content and events together. It's going to help bring more people in. It's also going to help with onboarding. And we're in the very early stages of designing a player delegator marketplace where we can match delegators to players in a much more seamless way, which I know has been a continuing point of frustration. Again, it's just going to help onboard people. And then all these things to one side. Now we got a new PR program we're getting just about ready to roll out, especially where we've got the launch of mobile, where we're putting together a full launch plan there, doubling down on growing the community, social presence, working with more influencers, partners. They're just going to help us reach a wider base of people. And there's lots going on. I'm sure you're probably already tired of my voice right now. So I'm going to wrap things up, but you can expect a whole host of updates coming during this week and next week. Hopefully give you some answers to questions you have, plus create some more spaces for us to generally discuss ideas. All right, thanks everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon.